So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. We are going to be recording this tonight. So I'm just going to go ahead and get our presentation up. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see the welcome screen. Awesome. Okay. So again, welcome. And I'm so excited that you guys are here. So today we're going to be talking about the basics of the integumentary system. So in other words, we're going to talk about hair and skin and nails and how to support them. Okay, so we did a class on hair, nails, and skin about a year ago, and we did some fun DIYs. We focused a lot on topical things you could do, stuff you could put on, things you could soak your hair in, and things like that. Those recipes are located in the Essential Families Facebook group, and you can find them in the classes guide. So at the top of the screen, you'll see guides. If you go in there, I think second one, maybe third one are classes. And then in there you can do and see, there's a recipe. It's I think a PDF inside of there. This time, we always think about, or we often think about our hair and our skin and our nails, that they only need support on the surface, which is what we focused on before last year. But that's definitely not the case. So don't get me wrong, we still need to take care of our hair and our skin and our nails topically, but I want to challenge you today to focus on what's happening on the inside and how that affects what you see happening on the outside. So our bodies are complex interworking systems, and when your liver's abused, you might notice that you see a change in color of your skin, or when your gut isn't working properly, you might notice things like psoriasis or eczema. And when your hormones are imbalanced, you might start to see an increase in acne or even hair loss. And so it's all kind of connected. So don't want to overwhelm you tonight. So we're just going to discuss the basics of the integumentary system so you can see the whole picture. And then we'll talk about some of the worst things that you can do and some of the best things that you can do for your hair, skin, and nails. So we want you feeling or leaving feeling empowered that you can do this and ready to go. All right, so with that, let's move on to slide 2. Okay, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about the basics. So what is the integumentary system? Okay, so well, simply, it's your hair, skin, and nails. But more scientifically, it's your epidermis, your dermis, your hypodermis, and associated glands, hair, and nails. So it's all of that kind of stuff. So you get the gist there. So the integumentary system is the largest organ of the body. It forms a physical barrier between your outside environment and your inside environment, which are our bodies. And its main job is to protect all the vulnerable things within, as well as to maintain them. So it's our body's first line of defense against pathogens. So it plays an important role in immunity. And the system, it also orchestrates wound healing and regulating body temperature. It helps to synthesize our vitamin D. That's huge. And it helps to detect stimuli. So your skin's a tightly knit network of cells, and it makes it very durable against everyday wear and tear. Okay, the epidermis now, that's the top layer that you can see and feel. And the dermis is the layer below that, which contains blood and lymph vessels, nerves, sweat glands, hair follicles. And then there's the hypodermis. And it's the connective tissue that provides additional cushion and insulation through fat storage. It also helps the top layer of the skin. It connects it to the underlying structures like muscles and organs. Okay, so your hair, lovely hair, comes from epidermis, but grows its roots deep into the dermis layer. And it mainly serves to protect our skin and increase sensory function and aid in regulating body temperature. Hair also filters harmful particles from entering our eyes and our ears and our nose and things like that. So I'm just going to pause for a minute and share kind of a funny story. So I'm the Girl Scout leader of my daughter's 10th grade troop. And we have a fantastic group of ladies, and we go camping. We do lots of fun things together. Well, we were just camping a few weeks ago, and we share lots of family stories around the campfire because we have a good fun time laughing at ourselves and our families and things. And one of the girls shared that her brother, when he was younger, thought he looked too much like a girl. And so, because he had these long eyelashes, and so he cut them off. And then she said for weeks after, when they were growing back out, that he kept getting like stuff in his eyes and particles and things like that. So lesson learned. Yes, our hair helps to filter out and protect us from lots of different things. Again, eyelashes with our eyes, our eyebrows, we have hair in our ears, we have hair in our nose. So very, very good and important there as well. Okay, so nails form a layer, forms a layer of keratin on the tips of our fingers and toes, and nails have an important job. They protect our fingers and our toes, which tend to get repeated, and they're very prone to trauma, right? And nails also increase the precision of movement and enhance our sensation. And they're definitely important. Again, those of you who know me know I played competitive volleyball for many, many years, and I would often jam my toes into the front of my shoes. And so repeated trauma, I have lost my toenails, a couple of them, usually my big toe nails, several times over the years. And so when I don't have them, I am definitely very aware of how protective they are for our feet. So anyway, so yes, all that good stuff helps to protect us, and we want to make sure that we keep it healthy and strong so that we don't want to disrupt that great system. All right, so Michelle is going to talk to us about some of the worst things that we can eat.
Okay, yes. So we want to know, like, what are the things that we may or may not be doing that are either helping or hurting our skin. So we're going to start with the things that are hurting our skin. And some of these may surprise you, okay? The first one is probably no surprise, though, is sugar. So when we're eating high amounts of sugar from simple carbohydrates, you can actually damage the collagen and elastin that our body naturally produces, and the proteins that give your skin shape and structure. So sugar consumed in this form, remember, we're talking about simple sugars, not like good sugars that are found in our fruits, that we need and come with nutrients and fiber and all that good stuff. We're talking about processed stuff, right? And so when you think about that, the sugar that's consumed from those sources can cause blood sugar spikes, which can increase inflammation, which is a huge problem, breakouts, and it can exacerbate issues like eczema, rosacea, and psoriasis of the skin. So the second thing that you want to be aware of is that inflammatory foods are not good for our hair, skin, and nails either, okay? And I'm going to tell you what that includes, right? So inflammatory foods are processed meats, fried foods, high amounts of alcohol, soda, or as we say in the Midwest, pop. We used to call soda pop. I think we still do. I haven't been in the Midwest, talking about, because I don't drink soda anymore, but we called it pop a lot of times. And also you want to stay away from like a lot of candy, refined grains. All of these foods can increase inflammation in the body, which is no good, right? Also, gluten and dairy can cause issues as well. So you may want to consider your sources, again, also of fat, highly processed, refined vegetable oils that may be rich in omega-6 fatty acids. While that's not necessarily bad, if it's not balanced out with omega-3s, then you're not getting the right mix of omegas across the board, right? So omega-3 fatty acids are found in foods such as fish, avocado, which I absolutely love, nuts and seeds, and there's others as well, but those are some of the main ones. The next thing that I'm going to talk to you about that's bad for the hair, skin, and nails is stress. And I know all about this category because I used to be super stressed out when I was working in corporate and just dealing with a lot of crazy stuff. So Chronic stress can lead to a plethora of issues, one being candida, which is also known as yeast overgrowth, and issues with the digestive system, which I know that all too well. We know that your digestive system plays a role in your hair, skin, and nails and what they look like. So when stress is present, the body naturally produces a higher level of cortisol. Cortisol increases sugar in the bloodstream. And since candida feeds off of the sugar, it can grow at a very rapid rate. It can also alter your immune system's ability to respond appropriately, okay? So you may find that when you're high stressed, you're getting sick more often, you're not sleeping well, and your hair, skin, nails are just looking kind of crappy, right? So stress is not good. So try to manage the stress in the most healthy way possible. The next one may surprise you. Medications and antibiotics, okay? When medications and antibiotics, they are prescribed and they have their place in our health, but when they're overused, the effects are not very positive, okay? Not only do they have known side effects? You can look it up yourself. Plenty of side effects on all sorts of medications, not only prescribed, but also over the counter. It also can disrupt your digestive system. It can cause hormonal imbalances, and they can manifest in, appearance of breakouts on your skin. I know people that have been on antibiotics and just broke out in a rash all over their body, yeast infection, everything, because it just throws your body completely off, right? So you want to make sure that when you can, you find natural solutions so that you don't have to deal with that. Also, painkillers, which I wasn't aware of, because I used to be a big fan of taking Tylenol for just about any kind of pain I had. Painkillers can actually reduce something called glutathione. It's kind of hard to pronounce, but it's actually a part of the body that is important for antioxidants and detoxifying your body, okay? It also can be quite taxing on the organs like the kidney and liver when you're taking a lot of different medications, even over-the-counter medications and painkillers. And when your liver and your kidneys are taxed, those are our natural organs that help detoxify and purify our blood. So when they're being distressed, then the toxins just continue to build up in your body, and that's not good, right? All right, and then the next one is actual toxic products. Like Bev mentioned earlier, your skin is your body's largest organ. You have to remember your skin is alive and it's breathing and it's moving, right? So anything that you put on your skin is actually being absorbed into your body and into your bloodstream. So think about products you use every day. Like, would you want that inside of your body? And I'm talking about lotions, makeup, soaps, even your laundry detergent, okay, body sprays. And the list is very long when you think about, especially females, we are putting a lot of stuff on without even thinking, because it's just a part of the high maintenance of being a woman, right? So you definitely want to start reading your labels, trying to figure out, okay, what am I actually putting on my skin because this is absorbing into my body. Products that contain harsh chemicals, parabens, phosphates, synthetic fragrance can wreak havoc on your hormones and can even begin to accumulate in your body and in your system. And your skin needs to be able to excrete toxins and protect your body from intruders, okay? So you want your skin to be healthy because that's your first layer of defense, right? So your skin needs to be able to excrete the toxins, protect your body from intruders, and not be clogged up with toxic products. Okay. So with that, did you want me to go ahead and cover Lisa's part as well? Okay. So now that you've been thoroughly like, womp womp, these things are bad for your skin. Now I'm going to tell you what's good for your skin. Okay. So you want to make sure you take some notes if you haven't already, because this is the stuff that's going to help the skin be glowing, your hair be glowing, and your nails strong. So I'm going to tell you about 10 ways to improve your hair, skin, and nails. The first way is to adopt an anti-inflammatory diet, okay? Inflammation is the root of a lot of problems in our system. And so you should be doing this anyway, even if you don't care about your hair, skin, and nails, just for your overall health. But it's good to know that these also boost your hair, skin, and nails, okay? So you want to eat fruits and vegetables every day, fresh fruits and vegetables, organic if you can. There are so many delicious options that are great for your skin: peaches, pineapples, mangoes, berries, oranges, apples, pumpkin, broccoli, kale, spinach, zucchini, squash, sweet potatoes, which I love, and spinach, tomatoes, garlic, and so on. You can also include things like chia seeds. I like to put chia seeds in my oatmeal. It's really good in there. You can also put them in your smoothies if you do smoothies as well. Beans, chickpeas are really good for your hair, skin, and nails. Lean proteins like turkey, salmon, eggs, herbs. Again, try to get hormone-free, antibiotic-free, things when you can, because that is going into your system as well. And healthy fats, such as what you would find in salmon, avocado oil, and ghee. Okay. The next thing that you can do is to consume antioxidants regularly. Remember, our skin also what am I trying to say? It excretes toxins too, right? So you want to support your lymphatic system in getting toxins out as well. So you can do that by consuming things that are antioxidant rich. So antioxidants, just in case you weren't aware, protect your body from free radicals, which cause illness and premature aging. And who wants that, right? And so you want to make sure that you are consuming high amounts of antioxidants, and those are found in foods like goji berries, which is what our red juice is made with as well, aka wolfberries, blueberries, pecans, dark chocolate, which is a favorite nighttime treat of mine, artichokes, elderberries, kidney beans, cranberries, cilantro, clove, cinnamon, oregano. Turmeric is really good anti-inflammatory, so get some turmeric in your meals as well, and drinks. Dried parsley, basil, ginger, and thyme. Okay. Another great source is Young Living's Nature Red, like I mentioned earlier. It is made primarily with the wolfberries from the area of Ningxia in China. And it also comes with blueberries, plums, cranberries, and so on, and pomegranates. And it's a proprietary blend of essential oils, which also further detox your body as well. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're choosing healthy fats and nutrient dense foods. So you don't want to be eating too many empty calorie junky foods, right? You want a lot of nutrients to be coming back into your body. So the best sources again for the healthy fats are things like avocados, raw organic grass-fed butter, also known as ghee, omega-3 rich fish like wild caught salmon and anchovies, Not a big fan of anchovies, but you know, to each his own. Coconut oil, which is great for your skin inside and out, extra virgin olive oil, and you may also want to include or up your ante on dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, or collards as well, are very, very good. If that is difficult for you, you might want to consider adding Young Living's Omega Gies and multigreens to your supplement stash, okay? This will get those extra greens in there without you having to, you know, eat, you know, a ton of greens. So definitely use those supplements to fill the gaps, all right? The next thing you want to do is support your gut. This is so critically important, people. I mean, when I healed my gut, things just started transforming for the better, my health overall included. So there's a microbiome imbalances in the gut can translate to unhealthy inflammatory responses in the skin, okay? Choose foods that are rich in probiotics to help support a healthy gut. You want to choose things like, I think it's called kefir. Is it kefir? Okay, it's kefir. I don't drink. I tried it one time and that just wasn't for me, but kefir, sauerkraut, kombucha, kimchi is really good, miso, raw milk, and brine cured olives. I love olives. Oh my God, I can eat olives all day. You may also want to consider taking a probiotic. I really recommend women, you know, that are outside of their 20s, like most of us are, to take a probiotic. Is really going to help your life, okay? Life 9, the product that we sell, contains over 17 billion live cultures. You want to look at that when you're looking at probiotics that are beneficial, that have beneficial bacteria strains. A lot of people don't understand there's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria. And you want to have the right balance, you know, in your gut. You don't want the bad bacteria to overrun the good bacteria, right? So you need good bacteria to help keep you healthy as well. And that's part of the problem with, you know, when you're taking things like antibiotics, it just kills everything. It does, it's non-discriminate. So you want to make sure you're, if you have had to do a round of antibiotics, that you do things to put that good bacteria back as soon as possible, and probiotics can help that, okay? All right, the next thing is making sure you drink sufficient amounts of water. This is where I could use I'm constantly working to drink more water, okay? To the point where I just said, I'm not gonna drink anything but what, like, I just make that my main drink, and that way it kind of helps me get the water in. So hydration can lead to dehydration can lead to dry and itchy, brittle skin, and nails being brittle, loss of skin elasticity, and brittle hair, and more. So you should strive to drink half your body weight in ounces a day. Okay, so most people aren't doing that, and I'm even striving to do that, right? So you would just basically take your body weight, half it, and then that's the amount of ounces you should, you know, should strive to drink in a day, or get as close as you can, right? Also, a good way to get the water down, because if you're like me, where it's like, okay, after a while, drinking just plain water gets a little bit boring, but you know you don't want to be putting artificial sweeteners and junky things in your water to where it actually is doing more harm than good, then using your essential oils to flavor your water is a great idea, okay? I like to flavor my water with like lime and orange and citrus fresh and all those things. And it not only gives you a boost of flavor, but it also helps with the detoxification of that gooky stuff that needs to come out of your system, okay? All right, now the next thing is you want to support your detoxification pathways. Your liver and your kidney are your major organs that are working to detoxify your body and your blood. So you need to have them working properly in order to remove toxins effectively, and even do things like excrete excess hormones so your skin can display a healthy inflammatory response. Two Young Living products that come to mind are Juva Power, okay? And anything with Juva, I think that supports the liver? Yes. Okay, so anything that starts with Juva in the supplement line supports the liver. And then K, and it says K and AMP tincture. I'm not familiar with that
It's
second
K and
one.
B, kidney and bladder.
Okay, kidney. Okay, that makes sense. Kidney and bladder tincture, which supports your kidney and bladder function. So those are two supplements that Young Living sells. Check those out and support your organs that way. You want to also monitor your exposure to harmful UV rays. While exposure to sunlight has benefits, it helps with vitamin D absorption, it's important to note that overexposure to UV rays can cause the skin to age prematurely and cause damage to the hair and nails. So it's a good idea to use any type of sunscreen. And yes, that includes people that are melanated, okay? You need to also be putting some sunscreen on. If I'm going to be somewhere where it's even sunny and I know I don't want to keep slathering on sunscreen, get you a nice sun hat, whatever, but you want to protect yourself from overexposure of the UV rays as well. And then you want to consider products that Young Living has. They have a Young Living mineral sunscreen that's really nice as well. That's free of harsh chemicals and made with zinc oxide, which is good for you, okay? Also, you want to mitigate stress levels. This is just so important. And I think a lot of times us women, we try to just internalize the stress, but trust me, it's going to come out some kind of way. So you want to mitigate the stress levels the best you can, because stress can trigger inflammation and accelerate the aging process as well. Find ways to incorporate rest and relaxation, things like meditation, all those things help with stress. If you ever notice, like people that are really stressed out, they look like way older than what they even are, because the stress starts to just wear on them, right? So you don't want to prematurely age because you're stressed out, all right? Now, let's go to the next one. Let's see. Okay, you need to get proper rest. That's important. I'm looking at my notes, guys. Some of my favorite essential oils to encourage a calming atmosphere are Stress Away, Peace and Calming, frankincense, Northern Lights, and of course, lavender. You can't forget about that one. That's just to relax and all the way around. And you can diffuse or inhale them. I like to put them in my bath water, because if I want to take a bath before I go to bed, that just helps relax me as well. And so definitely try all of those things to help bring the stress levels down. Now, far as toxic products, you want to make sure you're choosing non-toxic products. So read those labels, folks. Can't stress that enough. To reduce the amount of toxins in your body that you're exposed to, consider using clean products from Young Living. Their products will never contain formaldehyde, artificial dyes, petroleum, mineral oils, sulfates, or parabens. Young Living has an entire line of personal care products like lotions, soaps, dental care, hair care, makeup, and more. You can even find replacements to all your household cleaners. I thought I would never replace all my Lysol and Clorox. I've done that. It was a process, but I've done that. And I feel like I've really helped boost my health as well because of that. Because remember, oftentimes when we're cleaning, we're breathing. We're not only even if you're wearing gloves, you're breathing in the Clorox, the Lysol when you're over there scrubbing the tub and scrubbing the sink. You're inhaling it, right? Just like you're getting benefits from inhaling diffused, essential oils. You're getting the non-benefits, if you will, of inhaling toxic cleaners. So do yourself a favor and look at switching those things out as well, okay? The next thing you want to do is implement quality supplements. Sometimes it isn't enough just to take time in a day to get sometimes it's just not enough time rather in a day to get all the nutrients you need from your food. So you need to fill those gaps with vitamins that your body needs. So we recommend that you supplement, but not all supplements are created equally, okay? Young Livings are all backed by the Seed to Seal quality commitment, which you probably heard us speak of before, where we guarantee the product from the time it's planted in the soil to the time it gets to you, okay? And with premium essential oils that increase, and the supplements are infused with premium essential oils that help the bioavailability. So basically, that's a fancy way of saying it helps with the absorption of the vitamins and minerals into your body. Because what good is a vitamin or a supplement if it's just flowing out of your body and it's not going inside to do the work it needs to do, right? So consider using some of those supplements to help fill those gaps. Choose some great skin loving supplements like the ones that I mentioned, as well as sulfurzyme. We'll talk about that more in depth as well. Mineral Essence, which contains royal jelly. Super C, which is an amazing, I love the Super C chewable. It's really great. And it's just easy to have your fruit in the morning and chew one of those and know you're good on the vitamin C for the day. Super B, Agiles, which contains collagen and turmeric. So that's a, double greatness there, because the turmeric is going to help with the inflammation. And then the collagen is going to help with the skin elasticity. And then we have golden turmeric, thyrobin, that supports your thyroid gland. And did you know that Young Living's meal replacements Balance Complete has zinc and biotin already in it? Both are two wonderfully supportive nutrients for the hair, skin, and nails, okay? And with that, I'm going to turn it over back to Beverly. Yeah. and definitely feel free to put in the chat like any of the suggestions that surprised you most or any questions as we move through, okay? So I'll be checking the chat as well. So take it away, Beverly.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about 2 or 3 different supplements. And the first one we're going to talk about is sulfurzyme. So sulfurzyme, and we've mentioned this before, the wolfberry. The wolfberry is just an amazing antioxidant fruit. It's a berry, it's the goji berry, but it's the combination of the mineral rich environment in which it grows, and it just makes it an amazing antioxidant. But the sulfurzyme has the wolfberry in it as well as MSM. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about what that means. So really, sulfurzyme is just perfect for supporting the integumentary system, or your hair, nails, and skin, okay? And it supports joint health, it aids an immune system, it helps support normal metabolic function, circulation and bone, hair, and skin health, and it can even help recovery time for joints if you are following exercise and things like that. So that's super cool. I love that. It's definitely one to keep on hand. And it's interesting because for me, I actually started using sulfurzyme, not for my hair, nails, and skin. I started using it for supporting my detoxification pathways and supporting the sulfur in my body so that I can also absorb the nutrition from my food or my supplements better. And I just happen to benefit for the hair, nails, and skin support and outcome that it really does for your body. And so it's been a really good thing for me for that. And then you remember how I said that the wolfberries contain antioxidants? Well, sulfurzyme is made with the Ningxia wolfberry fruit powder, and it's also made with MSM. That's a dietary sulfur that can encourage healthy inflammatory response in the body. It's also naturally occurring antioxidants, support collagen, and keratin production, which are the 2 proteins that we need for healthy hair, nails, and skin. Okay, so let's talk. Oh, we have a sulfurzyme comes also in 2 formats. We have it in capsules, which you can see here in the picture, and we have it in a powder form as well. And they're both very, very popular. Like in our, we actually use both in our household. So my daughters usually use the capsules, and I prefer the powder because I like to mix it with my Ningxia Red in the morning in my water. And the difference between the 2 of those is the powder format has a prebiotic in it, which actually feeds your healthy, your good bacteria. So if you have other supplements that have prebiotics, then you don't want to have too much of prebiotics. That also helps you go to the bathroom. But so, you know, you can balance that. So if you're doing some other supplements that have prebiotics in it, then you may want to look at the capsules, but they're both really good. And I love both of them. And one of the benefits also of sulfurzyme outside of hair, nails, and skin is it helps a lot with, as I mentioned before, the detoxification pathways, and that's the MSM in there. And what that allows you to do is process things, not just within your body, but also like external allergens that come into your bodies, and get them out of your system. And which that means that what that helps and translates into is it can help people with all kinds of allergies, not just seasonal, but also like cat allergies or, you know, different things like that. So we've done a lot of work with people related to that. In fact, I think last month I was helping a gentleman with sulfurzyme, and I checked in with him like a week ago, and he said that he hasn't taken an Allegra since he started using sulfurzyme. So I was like, that's huge. That was a win. So he was super excited about that, and so was I. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Life 9. So Michelle said, you know, how important a probiotic is in your system, and it is very, very important. So I wanted to spend a minute to talk to you a little bit about ours, Life 9. So it's a highly potent probiotic that supplements healthy immune function. It helps maintain optimal metabolism, and it promotes normal intestinal function. And again, it has 17 billion active live cultures and 9 beneficial active strains. And one of the things around probiotics, it took Gary Young many years to actually come up with Life 9. Before that, we had Life 5. And there's a couple of things to consider, but the main things that people, or that I guess formulations are considering when they're putting them together. One, there's a certain set of bacteria that are more beneficial to us in our gut than others. And so Gary was really trying to get the ones that were the most beneficial to our gut. In addition, we were focused on when you put some of those bacteria together, they don't always play nicely together. So that was the other struggle that Gary worked through. So we had Life 5 for many, many years. And now we have Life 9 because he was able to really find a formulation to get all of 9 beneficial bacteria in there and the 17 billion active cultures. So we're super excited. I think it's one of the best probiotics on the market. I love it. And it's super easy. It's just 1 in the evening that you can take. You can take it in the morning too, but it's only 1 a day, which makes it super easy to take and keep up with. So one thing I do want to mention specifically to hair, nails, and skin is that a majority of the probiotic strains in Life 9 come from the Lactobacillus genus. And that means that there are lactic acid producing bacteria. So this acid is necessary to maintain proper pH of our skin. And I know that we often think about skincare as just topical, but it goes much deeper than that. So supporting your gut, when you support your gut, you're actually going to notice it like everywhere on your skin. All right, so I want to switch from here. I'm going to stop sharing just for a second, and I'm going to start sharing. I want to take a moment, and Michelle mentioned and talked about Ningxia Red as well, but Ningxia Red is awesome, 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 and amazing at supporting your hair, nails, and skin, lots of other things as well. And we do a whole class on Ningxia, but it's really great. The wolfberry is fantastic with those antioxidant properties as far as premature aging goes and supporting your skin. And so it's a really great product to benefit, again, most people take Ningxia not for their hair, nails, and skin, but for other health benefits. And then you get to benefit in your hair, nails, and skin as a result of that. So it's definitely something that you should look at. If you're not taking an antioxidant right now, or even if you are, you should look at your labels and make sure that you're comfortable and you like what's in them. Ningxia Red has, it has 6 super fruits in there, including the wolfberry, which is the main one. And it is a puree. So it uses that whole wolfberry, the leaves, the stems, everything in there. And you shake it up and you drink that. And that gives it like the really fiber benefits that also come from drinking Ningxia Red. So this is actually a Ningxia starter kit. So if you know somebody who could benefit from getting with the Ningxia Red and other some of our other supplements, they can start with this starter kit. It comes with 2 month supply. So this is actually 2-pack of 2 bottles of Ningxia Red, and then a box of 32-ounce travel packs of Ningxia. So typically most people drink 2 ounces a day. So this would be, the 2 bottles would be 1 month supply. And then the box of the 32-ounce packets would be another month's supply. And it comes with nitro. Nitro is awesome. I love, love, love nitro. It's a great source of iron for women. It's a great source of energy. It's a little tube that you just kind of shake it again and you kind of suck it down. It has a ton of B vitamins in there. It helps you with energy, has a tiny bit of natural caffeine from ginseng. So it's only like 35 grams or something. It's very tiny, but it's actually, you get a lot of health benefits. And people like to take this either in like afternoon slumps. Some people like to start in the day because it actually helps you with cognitive as well as physical fitness. So it's also really good. Okay, so I just want to spend a minute. So, we have so many great things here at Young Living. And one of the things that I love, love, love is the way that they make healthy products and things that are good for us affordable. And one of the ways that they do that is our subscription or subscribe to save, as well as our loyalty rewards. So you can, of course, you can always pay retail for products, but what we love to do is help people to actually get 24% discounted pricing on it. And to unlock that, you can do that in one of 2 ways. If you are already an existing Young Living member, then you can have something on subscription. And if you have anything on subscription, then you unlock the 24% discount for as long as you have something on subscription, and you can order anything you want and it'll be discounted. Also, if you order any single order of 100 PV or more, then that will unlock your subscription for an entire year. So they make it easy to give you options on how to unlock it, as well as when you're on our subscribe to save program, or if you have something on subscription, then if you do 50 PV orders or more on subscription, you actually qualify for additional savings by earning loyalty reward points. And consecutive orders will get you, first 3 orders 10%, then you earn 20%, and after 2 years you get 25% back. And those points are awesome because you use them for free product, which I love, love, love. I have literally gotten thousands of dollars of free product over the years. As well as we do monthly promotions. So if you do orders over a certain amount, Young Living just gives you products for free, which is like fantastic, because I tell you, I've gotten oils and I've gotten products and supplements that I didn't think about ordering. And then when I tried them, I fell in love. They just, they met a need, they work fantastic. And so it's a great way to also be able to try things. So I love that. So just quickly, friends help friends do oils, right? So it's always fun to learn about oils with your friends. So please invite your friends, invite your family. It's just fun to explore and, talk about what you're trying, what's been working for you, what's been working for some other people that you maybe are related to some things that you are experiencing or that somebody is experiencing. And then we also have as you talk about it with your friends and they are interested in it and they want to get started with oils or some of our products, then we have also a great opportunity on the business side, and you get to help your friends and you get to make an income doing that. So if there's anyone interested in doing that, let us know, because we are always happy to help you guys with that as well. And then we have our Facebook group. This is a fantastic community. It is called the Essential Families, and it's open to anyone. So again, you're welcome to invite your friends, invite your family, invite folks that are curious about it, essential oils or our products and how to live a little bit more cleanly, or a lot more cleanly. And we share recipes, we share DIY things, we share diffuser recipes on how to do things, we share information about products, we share general health tips. So it's just a great place to come in and learn about essential oils and learn about healthy products, learn about things that you can clean your home with and all kinds of fun things. Okay, so with that, I'm going to stop sharing and let's check some of our, do we have any questions that we want to answer? You guys are welcome to unmute yourselves. And I'm going to go back to our gallery view. Let's see if we got stuff in. Michelle, did we answer questions in the chat already?
Yeah. Did you want to stop recording?
Okay. Yeah, I can stop recording. I didn't know if there was going to be additional questions, but let's see.